Hey guys, welcome. My name is Valentino Tinoco. My partner, Ansi Moncion, you already know. This is Elite Acquisitions. Today I'm going to start my live M&A series. And first of all, if you post any comments or anything, I could see it here and I could respond to you. So feel free to do so. I was involved in the senior care side of things. Sorry if there's a little background noise, but I was involved in the senior care side of things. And the prices really didn't make sense, right? I was looking at these businesses anywhere between $1 to $50 million, and about 80% of the value of the business was the real estate. I'd say not even 80, maybe 10% was the value of the business in regards to cash flows to real estate, right? It made no sense. So now I'm getting involved in physician offices and doctor offices. And the reason is I'm looking to build a platform in the healthcare industry. And my vision is we're going to have a doctor's office every 2 to 3 blocks. The patients would come in, they'd get their blood work tested. We would check to see any current or potential health issues or problems that could arise or that they have, and we would refer them to our nearest physician or doctor. The great thing about that is my value proposition to the doctors is that you got to understand, what do we know about them? First of all, these are small local community physicians. We're offering services to the people around them, right? Usually these practices, they consist of a doctor and a tech. They really don't have the option of retire because they are the business. So first thing we're doing is allowing them the option of retire. How? We would bring in a doctor to take over his role. Now, what if he wants to stay? Well, we're offering him safety, security, and expansion. How so? First of all, he's now becoming part of a network of physicians. He doesn't have to worry about competitions because we establish a brand and a standard of operation, and we capitalize on the social capital they've created. So these customers are not only getting more safety and security, but these doctors are getting a steady flow of patients, right? The other thing is that it allows them the option to retire later down the line. Also expansion. We would implement a multi-physician model into a single physician. For example, if they got multiple rooms, we could bring in other doctors that the services work in conjunction to what is being offered. A lot of options and possibilities, right? So that's the major reason, the flexibility that was involved there. So before we get started, let me just briefly check everybody's receiving the stream. Okay, great. So let's get started with first thing first. Before you even build your board, you want to figure out what's your vision. What are you looking to do? Are you looking to be a owner operator, or are you looking to build a management company where you manage and operate multiple businesses? You got a management team, you got the board of directors, so on and so forth. So what's your vision? First I'd say, what's your structure? Owner operator or management company. Then what's your vision? What are you looking to do? What are you looking to accomplish other than just acquiring a bunch of businesses? Because that's what we're going to pitch these business owners, and we're going to pitch these potential board members and the seller and everybody else. What's the vision? Why are you doing this? Is it just to acquire a bunch of companies? Anybody could do it. What's the goal of acquiring all these companies? Myself, I'm building a platform in healthcare, a physician office platform where we got a standard of operation for the safety and security of patients and the ability to grow and expand and even retire for these doctors. So that's my vision. Now, let's get started with industry, right? And you guys tell me if I'm going a little fast. I just get excited with these things. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to share my screen, as you can see here, and we're going to go over how I look for industries. So first thing, you want to go to ibizworld.com, United States, or whatever country you're in. View US collection. And here we got all the different industries. We got educational services, arts, entertainment and recreation, healthcare and social assistance, mining, information, transportation, and warehouse. What do I look for in a industry? All right, let me see. Let's go to healthcare. Let's see daycares in the U.S. Now, the great thing about IBIS World is that here it provided us a COVID-19 impact update. So as we can see here, many operators in the daycare industry have closed amid the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, but the relatively quick shift to online learning and activities is expected to mitigate declines. Cool. So here we got an overview. We want to see how much the business got affected, or the industry got affected overall by COVID, because that's safety. Remember, banks, there's certain industries that really got affected and they're not looking to lend to for the time being, and investors are being a little more wary. But at the end of the day, it's a deal by deal basis. So we see the growth, average growth of 2.4%. I'm gonna tell you a secret. How do you know if it's fragmented or not? That's a big question. Everybody talks about consolidating fragmented industries. How do you know? Simple. Okay, how many businesses we got here? 643,000. You tell me if it's fragmented or not. Anything that has over 1,000 businesses is fragmented, because you got to understand, every industry is consolidated. You're like, what do you mean? Every industry is consolidated at the top. There's always a top 5, a top 10, a top 15, a top 20, a top 50 companies. So how much do the top 50 companies account for? Let's see if we could get some insights regarding this. Some may do. Okay, here we go. This industry has no major players with a market share of greater than 5%. Check that out. So we got 643,538 businesses, and there's no major players with a market share greater than 5%. So say the top 50 companies account for 50%. Well, you're like, well, it's consolidated. No. If there's 1,000 companies and only 50% makes up 50%, 50 companies make up 50%, there's still 950 other companies that make up the other 50%. So your goal is to acquire those companies and build up your market share to a level where you can compete with the big dogs. And now, if you won, you can keep acquiring little firms, but the goal is to grow as you go. So when you're at a point where you could compete with these big dogs, these big, large corporations in the industry, you could acquire one of them, boom, you just ate up market share 5, 10, 20%, which is great, right? Just be careful. You don't want to get hit with a monopoly lawsuit and all these things. But other than that, how do you figure out an industry's fragmented? Well, there's enough room, right? There's 1,000 or plus companies, I'd say. And then it tells you here, how much do they account for? But even if they account for 60%, 70%, the other portion of companies still account for a portion of market share, right? And if you see what the market is, 55 billion, what is 30% of 55 billion? It's a lot, man. So that's money still on the table. So that's what I look for. Another thing I look for is, because it's in healthcare, let me see here, or whatever business, right? Retail. You want to look for complementary and supplementary businesses. What I mean, businesses you could vertically and horizontally integrate to. For example, I'm in physician offices. What type of physicians we got? We got eye optics. We got kidney dialysis. We got, man, there's a lot. Maybe you can add in dentists. I see the human body as a building, so to speak. You know, just like a building, they have multiple parts that require maintenance. Same as the human body, we got multiple organs. So taking that aspect into consideration, I look at healthcare and construction as the two largest sectors for expansion. For example, if you're getting into construction and you're looking at HVAC companies, well, you can also do the plumbing. You can also do the roofing. And the goal of it is capitalizing on the social capital. And what I mean by that is the trust these business owners have created with their clients, where you can offer them more services. And that's where the whole buy and build comes into place, the one-stop shop. And that's the goal. You want to build a one-stop shop. That's the goal in the industry. So first thing, industries, what to look for. All right, now we know. Now, let me see. Another thing is, what is your value proposition for that industry and sector? Unless you got experience in the industry, which I'm going to assume most of you don't, the best and easiest way is first speak with an industry expert, figure out all the information you need to know, and then speak with the actual business owners. Like I say, the true industry expert is the business owner. What do I mean by that? Well, these guys have been in the market for, say, 10, 20 years. They understand their business. They understand their clients. They understand the problems and all the nuances that go to it. And you want to ask them, hey, John, let me ask you this. In regards to a business, do you think it is operating at its maximum capacity? Or where else can we better, integrate better options? Maybe is it management you see the biggest issue? But you want to find what are the problems, and you want to speak to multiple business owners and see if you find a pattern in regards to these problems. If a lot are facing the same amount of problems, that's your value proposition. That's what you're offering them. Because you got to understand, what can you offer them that they can't offer themselves? So this is all you got to understand before you start building your board, right? So choose an industry, get some information, figure out what issues you see, and see how you can position yourself. Of course, it's going to change over time, but that'll give you a better understanding. Now, big thing is a business name. Perception equals reality. What I mean by that? Okay, check this. A lot of people say Newco. It's a joke. That's a joke, man. You wanna when the secretary asks you who you're with, and you say Newco or it's a new company, dead. You're dead in the water. What do? Well, I figure out, I try to come up with a name related to an industry I'm in. You can have a more general name like ANSY's Blue Horizon Industries. Mine is Synergy Care Partners. That's more towards the care. Physician, doctors, care, which is patients, right? Synergy meaning the synergy we're creating in the industry, care meaning the patients, and partners is we're offering these doctors a partnership, so to speak, to be a part of our network of physicians, right? So say we do Joe plumbing industries. I'm coming up with some plumbing industries capital. Okay, check that. So what you want to do is go to LegalZoom LLC, and you want to check the availability. And you want to enter your state. One of the best states is Delaware. So I'm going to go with Delaware, and we're going to search. And the only thing you want to figure out is it available? Because the thing with names in the US is you could take the same name as long as you incorporate it in another state. So you want to see if that name's available in this other state, which is Delaware, and we got Plumbing Industries Capital appears to be available. So that's the name we're going to run with. You could change it over time, but you want to have something. You want to say something when they ask you who you're with. Oh, I'm with Plumbing Industries Capital. Okay, great, because that gives perception. Now that we got that out of the way, documents. Then I'm speed running this, man. Look, who else is giving you this type of value? This is the difference about the live. I'm able to show you how to do it, what to look for. So documents. Okay, let me give you an example. This is mine, Synergy Care Partners. This is my executive summary. Okay, mission statement. Boom, what we're doing. Approach and strategy. Our approach with owners. Our parameters. Our funding. Our process. Board members. We don't have none yet, so that'll be added. Contact us. Boom. Now, check this. Another thing you want to create is a one-pager, and I'm working on it, so it's not completed yet, but I'm going to finish it today. Today we're just gonna send out connects, but you want to have a 1, 2, 3 pager that's an overview of what you're looking to do, because these business owners, some dudes just want to see a 1, 2, 3 pager and get done with it. Because when you get on the call, you're gonna repitch the premise, the mission statement, and then work your way from there. All right, board or deal team. Now this is the decision we have to take today. Should I get a board or should I do a deal team? Well, frankly, that's based on your exit strategy. For example, if you're looking to go public, you want to get a board of directors due to a legal entity and the structure and the people that you need to manage and overview the company, right? For right now, I'm not looking to go public, so I'm just going to roll with a deal team. And what does a deal team consist of? Let me write it down. Deal team consists of industry expert, accountant, or you could say CPA, corporate accountant, a transaction attorney, and what's the rest? Investment banker. These guys are your foundation to your system to get these deals running. Now, after deal team, I'm gonna focus on getting a business partner so he could come in as a capital partner to assist me in setting up the fund. And that's something for later, but a lot of people don't understand that for you to receive money from investors, you need to have a fund set up. So we're going to focus on that too. Now, let's get started with LinkedIn search. So here, let me see, we got the search. And the first thing we're looking for is, let's start with an accountant. So CPA. And let me see how the search works. I got recruiter. I want to see how this works. Let me see all filters. So CPA. Let me see. California. Could do California. Current company. Now there's the thing. Current Big Four guys, they're not able to get involved in your board due to the contracts they have with the company. So you got to look for ex-Big Four guys. So Ernst & Young, Deloitte, KPMG, PwC, KPMG US. Cool. Industry. Let's see. Banking, financial services, accounting. Profile language, English. Service category. Okay, cool. Let me see. I don't think this is the Recruiterlight. I think I'm getting scammed or something. Access my premium. Find people and get found. Alright, check this. LinkedIn, unlimited people browsing. Start a search. Oh, you gotta do it this way. I thought it was another way before. Alright, check this. There's another option for those of you guys that don't have Recruiterlight. And it's... I think I didn't get Recruiterlight. It's called Recruitment Geek. LinkedIn. Alright, let me see. Can you see my screen? Alright, we're good. So you go to Google, Recruitment Geek, LinkedIn. Boom, here it is. So this is what I used to use and I tell people who don't have Recruiterlight to use. This is keyword based, so this is how it's gonna work. We're gonna look for CPA, who's done millions transaction, M&A. Let me see, ex Big Four, US. Let me see, California. Let's see what we get. CPA, millions, M&A, ex Big Four, California. Okay. So we got here 4,190 results. The glitch with this website is that it only limits you to 10 pages. How do you fix that? Search by city. Changes everything. You go more specific. So let's open up a couple profiles so you could get an idea what I look for. Alright, first of all, picture. Okay, we got one. Let me see. Corporate controller, VP of finance. Cool. About 10 plus years experience in all aspects of corporate accounting and finance as corporate controller. Da-da-da. VP of finance for company generating annual revenue from 25 million to 20 billion. 10 years experience providing auditing. Okay. Here we go. Extensive SEC reporting experience. 10Ks, 10Qs, 8Ks. Nice. So, dude, pretty solid. Let me see. So he was an audit manager back 1992 to 97 at KPMG, and let's see what he's currently doing. Principal at Fractional Solutions, provide professional accounting and services. Boom. Okay, so this guy looks like a potential option. Same here. You want to see their experience, see if it relates to what you're looking for. Remember, you want to look at specifics. Big Four CPA contract compliant audience, forensic accounting. That's nice. M&A due diligence, fraud investigations. Oh shit. Merger and acquisition, due diligence. That's cool. So, what do you do when you got a guy like this? I'm gonna use this lady for example. You want to hit the connect, and you want to add a note. And in the note, I'm not gonna give you my scripts. That's for members. But in the note, first thing you want to say is hi, name, Caroline, space. What you're looking to do, very basic. I'm looking to build a doctor/physician office network in order to provide quality care at patients and the options to expand for the doctors. You could put expand and retire for the doctors. Okay, we got 130 letters. Now we could put I saw your profile and you have a great track record, you can say. Track record. We're looking for a CPA to join our deal team. And then you can hit her with let's connect. And you can say let's connect. Boom. So hi Caroline, I'm looking to build a doctor/physician office network in order to provide quality care at patients, quality care to patients. So I reread it, and the options to expand and retire for the doctors. I saw your profile and you have a great track record. We're looking for a CPA to join our deal team. Let's connect. I didn't say no, hey, this is new co. I didn't say no, we're going to give you 30% equity. I didn't say we only need you for 10 hours because you really don't know. And don't give out equity like it's candy. So, very basic. You want to send. Boom, hit send. And the goal is to send 100 per position. You send 100 per position. And you should get, say, about 5-10 people respond. Then we want to send follow-up connects, request their email, book a call. So I'm going to be walking through this whole process. But for right now, I'm going to be sending out connects. So I see you guys on the next video. Hopefully this helped. And you'll see once we got the follow-up connects, once we got the on the phone, you'll listen to me pitch these guys over phone. And then once we got the team, we're going to set up our first board meeting to start getting some traction in place, start setting up the systems. So you'll also hear me. It's going to be all live. So I'm going to leave it here.